attached to my rocks. It's all I've got. So we meet people all the time who say, oh, I'm in material life, I'm suffering, I have so many problems, I wish I could be there with you guys in Chile, but I'm attached, and I've got this and that and the other thing holding me back, and and blah, blah, blah. Just a bag of rocks. All of that is only going to give you so much suffering. Try to understand. The modes of passion and ignorance, all they give you is more ignorance and more suffering. So as soon as you engage in the mode of ignorance or mode of passion, you're just creating a future for yourself which is full of suffering. So you have to follow these rules and regulations. You have to try, at least, to become pure and perform devotional service that will help you. Just like, who was that? They were poor and they were suffering from some disease and they were on welfare and they were like all messed up. This was months ago. And I told them, look, you just chant Vishnu Sahasranam and you'll overcome all these problems. It was about 6 months ago, 6 or 8 months ago. Somebody in UK.
Thomas Evans.
Was it Thomas?
I think so.
Yeah. Anyway, now he's doing okay. He's like getting a job and he's like getting his life together and he's, because he didn't even chant. I think he just listened to it.
Well, it's hard to chant such a huge piece of...
Well, I learned how to do it, and I'm just an ordinary, regular person, so anybody can do it. Come on, you just listen to it long enough and just imitate. Huh? Monkey see, monkey do. It's easy. But people think I can't do it. See, this bag of rocks, and it's mostly mental. Oh, I can't accept the instructions of a spiritual master. It's too hard. Well, if you think like that, yeah, it's going to be impossible for you. Yeah. If you think I can't do it or I don't want to do it, it's not going to happen. Just like Śrīla Prabhupada used to say, impossible is a word in a fool's dictionary. You can do anything. You're a spirit soul. You're immortal, indestructible. You cannot be killed by any weapon, burned by fire, withered by the wind. Can't be cut into pieces. You're individual. You're immortal. You can do anything. You naturally have all mystical powers, but those powers are blocked by your false beliefs that I can't do this, I can't do that. And the biggest false belief is I can't give up my material sense gratification. Well, why don't you try it and see what happens? It's not going to hurt you. It doesn't hurt not to have sense gratification. What hurts is desire. Desire means that we want something, we're attached to it, but we put it away in the future. You see? We separate ourselves, actually. Oh, I want this, I want that. But I'm separated from it. Well, that's a recipe for suffering right there. Because you desire it for yourself. That means you have to take the burden of the karmic debt. Try to understand. But as soon as we desire is not a bad thing. As long as we desire for Krishna. Oh, for Krishna I can desire so many things. And I'm not in anxiety at all. Because it's for Krishna. If Krishna arranges it, then it'll happen. If Krishna doesn't want it, then it won't happen. It's not even up to me. But I want so many things for Krishna. I want everybody to chant. I want everybody to try this process of devotional service. I want everybody to gain the benefits of spiritual life. I want so many things for Krishna. But if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be upset. I got the benefit. So I know that it's real. If you do the process according to the degree that you perform the process, you will get the result. And the first result is cessation of all material miseries. So if you follow this process even a little bit, you will immediately get relief from your material problems. According to the degree, ye yata mang prapadyante, according to the degree that they surrender, I give the result. That's what Krishna says. And if you surrender completely, Krishna gives himself. So, that's the process. I don't know, is there anything more that we could say about that? I think it's pretty clear, huh?
Did Prabhupada ever sort of suggest that his disciples should go, when they're ready, to a Śrīla place and chant non-stop, 24 hours a day?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The key phrase there is when they're ready.
Oh.
See, you can't make the fruit get ripe before it's time. As an astrologer, you can look at somebody's chart and you can see, oh, there's a time in their life when they're really like going to be engaged in sadhana. You know, when there's an opportunity to really go for full enlightenment, full realization. But normally, before that can happen, there's a long period of regulative devotional service. Why? Because the mirror has to be scrubbed clean. The mirror of the mind. Right now, the mind is full of so many dirty things, so many material contaminations, due to our long association with material nature. But after many years of chanting and devotional activities, then the mirror of the mind becomes clean and can reflect the actual reality of Krishna. And we also need the scriptures. The scriptures help us calibrate, you know? Just like the test pattern on a TV. You know why they have the test pattern on the TV? Is so you can calibrate the tube. In the old days they had the tube, you know? So they had this test pattern with some geometric form. And if you're an electronic technician, you could move the magnets and adjust the voltage and stuff on the tube to make the geometric pattern come out right. And that was calibration, right? Now they have a similar thing with colors. But anyway, the test pattern is there to like calibrate the receiver so that the picture comes out accurate. Similarly, the Vedic instructions are there so that we know what we should expect to see when we come in touch with Krishna, what we should expect to experience. Are they having trouble?
Yeah, got disconnected, but now it's back.
Just the video?
No, both.
Oh, sound is back now?
It's back. Yeah.
Okay. We're transmitting this over the internet, so occasionally we have some packet loss and stuff. So anyway, the philosophy is there to show us what we should expect. Even though we can't really understand these things just by philosophy. Our reason, our intellect is too poor. It's not powerful enough. But it gives us some idea what we should expect. And all the stories in the scriptures are true. And they're there to instruct us and show us what happens when a living entity comes in contact directly with God. So we should learn these stories so that we know what to expect when we attain that liberation or that self-realization ourselves. So what time is it?
1:15.
Okay. So let's open up for questions and answers on this topic.
Did devotees back in the day speak about self-realization that was attainable, that they could actually achieve that in their lifetime?
Which devotees?
Back in the day when ISKCON started up.
Oh, in those days.
Back in those days.
I mean, there's a lot of days.
There are
back
many
then, you know?
days, yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But over time, what happened in ISKCON was the mood developed that you can't attain self-realization.
Already they got in front of...
Only Śrīla Prabhupada is self-realized. You're not going to make it.
Don't even try.
Yeah. Just perform this regulative devotional service, and that's all you're going to get to this lifetime. Which is a shame. It's a real shame because it discouraged devotees from attaining the higher levels of devotional service. You know, it's one of those things that if you think you can't do it, then there's no way you can do it. You know, so you have to have a positive attitude. And Vedanta Sutra explains very clearly in the third adhyaya that as long as you don't have